Hello everybody, welcome to another wonderful episode of the Chessbait Drivecast. I can't believe it. It's season 3. We're still going strong. And even though I may not be able to speak English, but we do have you loyal supporters, I think, as always. And by now, I hope that I probably uploaded all these episodes on Amazon or on Spotify or wherever I need to upload it. Because honestly, there's so many different websites that actually help you with podcasts. I'm really proud. I'm not proud, but I'm super stoked that there's so many websites that can support small little creators like me. You know, it's just super cool that stuff like that can happen. And I know that I've been putting things off. I've been putting a lot of things off lately. There's a bunch of projects that I just had to drop because I've been focusing on getting the daily things done. And I know that in the long run, working on the big projects would probably get me the popularity, get the views that I actually want, but I don't know. It's just the problem is playing Mario Kart, like just Mario Kart, isn't exactly the most fulfilling thing in the world. Like, look, I can brag about, I have the best known time for this thing. I have the best possible. No, I have top 5 in this category. I have this much VR. I have this much MMR and LR and everything. All of that is fun, okay? Like, I enjoy it. Also, I just realized that I just peaked the mic somehow. Future me is going to have to figure out how the heck I managed to do that. But, like, my point is, Mario Kart isn't exactly the most exciting thing in the world. Where was I going with this? This is not the topic that I wanted to talk about. What was the topic I wanted to talk about? I'm going to have to pause the audio because I genuinely forgot what the topic of today's audio was supposed to be. You know what? I'm gonna go meta today. I go meta like all the time. What do you mean? Stop talking to yourself. That's weird. We don't have a guest today, okay? That's the issue. A lot of my issues kind of just stem from having to do the Chessbait Drivecast by myself. Like, it's always more fun with more people. Obviously, I end up talking over them quite more often because I'm the host, and the host needs to be the one that talks the most, and that's a police car. I do not want to stay near them. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, I hope I don't get in trouble for anything. I'm just going to play this extra safe. I have my, what is this thing called? I have my license with me. But we're just going to talk about podcasts, because podcasts are fun. You know, you guys are watching them. I love to listen to them while I'm getting stuff done. Even if a lot of it just ends up being blank noise or just random sounds, incoherent sounds that I don't really care about. I guess ASMR kind of just fits into that category as well. Watching streams on Twitch also kind of goes in that category. My point is, I don't know why. Sometimes I can focus when I'm listening to music, sometimes I can't. My mind just works on like 3 different categories and I don't understand it. Like sometimes, I'm listening to music, we're going hardcore, we're going super focus mode. And other times, it's super distracting, which means I can't think and I need only silence. That's not only me, is it? Like, I genuinely don't know why sometimes I have to listen to music or I have to listen to a podcast and sometimes I don't. Again, I was going to go meta and I went through like 3 different tangents. Jeez, okay. Focus. So, yeah, the main topic of today, podcast as a whole, I don't know. Look, there isn't really too much to talk about. I remember, fun little story time real quick. When I was a kid, I actually used to think that podcasts were something that had to have like an overarching story. And by all means, like if someone wants to work on me on an overarching story on a podcast, then yeah, let's do it, dude. Like, by all means, I always wanted to do an ARG. Again, this is a little bit of a sidetrack, but it does have to do it genuinely has to do with podcasts. Just listen to me out. Hear me out. Like, ever since I was in, like, high school, which is probably, like, 4-ish years ago, I always wanted to do a podcast where, well, not just a podcast, but an ARG, where people have to unearth, like, a giant conspiracy that all just turns out to be one giant troll. Kind of like, it's basically, like, it's like Cicada 30, Cicada 10 and 1033, I forget the number. But, you know, the whole cicada mystery with like all the decryption stuff, except it's not just decryption, it's like, it's everything. It's a little bit of videography. It's about lighting. It's about Photoshop. That kind of stuff. But it's also attention to detail, being able to go to certain locations in the world, just being able to network all this stuff out. And I think it'd be a super, super fun thing to try out, if I'm being all honest with you. Like when Gravity Falls had their giant ARG, that was super hype. That was super fun. Like, it wasn't something that I do personally, but like, it seemed just getting the mystery all together seemed like super fun. And I want to try out something like that someday. It would have to involve several YouTube channels. It would have to involve several. It would have to involve several YouTube channels. It would have to involve several Twitter accounts and Facebook accounts and. What else is there? Twitch live streams, YouTube live streams. Honestly, I want something that big. Like the only thing I can really compare it to is Dad. That Dad ARG, and I mean, by all means, what they're doing is impressive. Like, my only problem with them is that, like, Dad, it's super hard to tell where the line of YouTube channel and actual ARG are, because I get it, it's Dad, you're supposed to be playing a character and such, which means a lot of the times you're just going to be making normal videos that doesn't have anything to do with the ARG. But look, I'm all for clutter's sake. Like, misdirects and red herrings and all that are fun, but in the end, no, that's just kind of getting in the way. I like how I started this thing Drivecast talking about podcasts, and now I'm talking about ARGs. But ARGs are fun, okay? And obviously it would have to involve the ARG would have to involve maybe it can even involve a Google Doc of some sort that I can constantly edit. Maybe it can involve some URL that you're gonna have to type into, and that kind of stuff. I just think it would be super cool. And I think podcasts would make a really nice part of it, because they're different. The nice thing about most ARGs is that they show things out of order, which means you can kind of put the pieces together. I want something like you guys remember when I played Gateway, that Flash game, and you had to put all the pieces in order, like all the videotapes in order? I want to make an ARG of kind of like that, except instead of just videotapes, it would be literally everything. I can record a video of myself on a camera, and you wouldn't be able to find it unless if you went to this specific location and asked this specific person. That kind of stuff. I just think it'd be super cool. Anyways, I can literally dig. I can literally I can literally just put some random clue in a treasure chest and bury it somewhere in the middle of some random beach, and I think I don't know. I'm just thinking way outside the box. Anyways, I just think ARGs are super cool, and I wish I could have that kind of treasure hunt with people that don't really get to talk to often. Nowadays, especially during the pandemic, most of my friends that I had during middle school, high school, elementary school, I don't talk to ever. All of my friends nowadays usually just play Mario Kart, and the weird thing is, when I get back into college, yes, sure, I'm gonna have to talk to a bunch of friends that I met back in freshman year in college, and it's 2-3 years later after the pandemic, and I'm just thinking, oh wow, it's I'm all friends with them, I'm all friendly with them because I've got to know them for a year, but I feel like a year's never enough, Everyone had to meet each other virtually. I get to talk to people virtually, but again, that just I'm just a little disappointed, okay, that's all. Just making sure that my phone's still recording and nothing's gone wrong. Yeah, my phone's just acting sketch as usual. But yeah, let's go back to podcasts. I don't know, do you guys like podcasts at all? I mean, you guys are watching this one, so you guys probably enjoy it. And the problem is that most of the people that watch the Chessbait Drivecast, they're probably all from my Discord server, from my small group of friends. None of them are actually from random individuals that I get to meet. The problem with this, not this YouTube channel. The problem with my old YouTube channel is that Chessbait Drivecast Season 1, Season 2, all of the Flash vids, all of the Let's Plays that I do, honestly, I'm probably just going to give it up after Super Mario 3D All-Stars, because it's a big project. It's going to look super cool by the end of it. It's also super distracting, because half the time, I realize that it's not going to get that many viewers. Sure, if certain loyal viewers constantly watch all my stuff, they would be notified of it in the notifications. But the problem is, those type of people are very hard to come by, especially when it comes to especially when it comes to channels that haven't really done anything in years. And like, by all means, I've been doing this for years. Like I promised myself that I'd start doing YouTube again 5 years ago, and I've been doing it consistently for 4 years now. Like, that's a lot of time commitment to be putting into something that I kind of just started as a joke. And yes, you know, revenue's gone up, blah blah blah, but the problem is the big gamble that that I need to make. Gosh, you know what? Sorry, I need to focus on driving because there's a bunch of cars that I don't want to hit. There we go. Anyways, the problem, like, I've already explained this in past YouTube videos. Like, I don't know if I want to keep the Chessbait Drivecast. Sorry, I wanted to keep the Chessbait Drivecast on this channel specifically because blah blah blah. Now I can actually get an audience, a fresh new audience, instead of having to work with an old one. The problem is, but my Chessbait and Z-Shot channel, that thing's dead, like more than dead. Like, it's artificially alive due to zombie magic. I've made this joke multiple times before. You don't need to repeat it. And look, a lot of other podcasts, a lot of them don't really get that big. I mean, I have friends. No, you don't have friends. No, I have friends that have done other podcasts in the past as well. And the reason they're successful is because, you know, they're able to start from the ground up and they're able to consistently build a fan base. And they're able to make a fun theme out of it. And sure, I can make a fun theme out of the Drivecast every week. Like, I was... One fun fact, before the Chessbait Drivecast, I wanted to do a podcast called The One and Done, where basically, whenever I have a guest, it's just I talk to them once, and then I never bring them on for that podcast ever again. I just think it's a cool concept. You know, you get to talk about what you specifically want to talk about, but anything else past that, like, nope, you're done. You had your chance. If you wanted to say something to me, to my face, that was the one time you could have done it, and now you're never saying it again. And at the point of the One and Done Drivecast was supposed to be that it's the place where you can talk about controversial topics. You know, oh wow, that's the slogan for our thing, and well, that's the point. Like, you can say things that could possibly get you canceled, and I've said many things that could possibly get me canceled on the Drivecast. I mean, a lot of it's been pretty safe, obviously, because I need to keep a family-friendly audience. But I don't know. Maybe as I go along in season 3, maybe I'll start swearing a lot more often. Maybe I'll just stop caring as much. And also the thing is that, considering that I don't have a car, I also won't be able to drive around college. So. Okay, to be completely real with you guys, I kind of ramble on about the same things over and over again. I complain about my YouTube schedule, uploading things in advance. I start talking about Enemies Online TT series. I don't know what the hell I was talking about. I'm just going to skip right to the end of the funnies, and I'll see you guys at the next time of the Drivecast, as I obviously say in the audio as well. What the heck am I even doing? Holy bejeebers, like, it just got freaking scared out of me. Oh my god! What the fuck? Oh my gosh, I just got freaking scared by a phone call. It probably paused for you guys, the audio, but oh my god! That scared me! On the next episode of the Chessbait Drivecast, we'll talk about why I really hate Bluetooth, and why the volume is always way too low. Actually, voice acting, I'm gonna put that on the list. See, I love thinking of ideas right on the spot. I love doing voices, but I don't know why. Anyways, I'll see you guys the next time on the Chessbait Drivecast. That's been... I'm a mess. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.